Why have we assumed this is a philosophical question for us to even resolve?
Yeah.
Because when you see the instances on divine decree and predestination,
Yeah.
how are they revealed? How is Allah and His Messenger talking to us?
Yes.
They're doing it in a way to also liberate us from the shackles of us giving intrinsic power to the physical world.
Yeah.
Because what do we say in the Kitab and the Sunnah? La hawla wa la quwwata illa billah. There is no true power apart from the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Yes.
And we know everything in the cosmos, everything in the universe happens because of the irada and the qudra of Allah, the will and the power of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala.
Right.
So internalize this existentially, what it means to exist with this idea internalized.
Yes.
It means that when you look at so-called enemies of Islam, when you look at the media, when you look at this, that, and the other, you don't give them any intrinsic power. You realize they are empty tools from a metaphysical point of view, that Allah has created them as empty tools and He's using them to manifest His irada and qudra. So what does this do to you? It means you don't really fear them intrinsically. It means that you don't think they're a real barrier, that this is just a way of Allah manifesting His irada and His qudra. So how is this liberating? Let me tell you why it's liberating. Because you won't fear them anymore and you go straight and think about Allah. And when you think about Allah's irada, His will, it's an unknown. You don't know what's going to happen in the next 5 minutes, 10 minutes, 15 minutes, or 20 minutes. This unknown is not disempowering, it's empowering. Why? Because it means you almost have a new realm of possibility to achieve what you can until the will of Allah has manifested itself.
Allah.
And when you've tried your best, and you've connected to Allah, then you know it's whatever has happened is good for you, because the believer knows that when Allah has decreed something for you, you can have not chosen anything better. If you really understand this idea, you realize how the Sahaba, it's the contemporary equivalent of a village on the Shetland Islands in Scotland, that they rise up with one man and one book, and after 13 years they take over the whole of Europe, spreading the peace and justice and message of Islam. They achieved that is because they truly internalized the true concept of Tawheed, or this aspect of Tawheed, that these things don't have any intrinsic power. That is how Qadr is supposed to liberate you, bro. But what we've been stuck in this kind of theophilosophical exercise, which is fine and important, of course, because we had our intellectual challenges throughout history. But at the end of the day, we have to internalize it from this point of view that literally will liberate us from the shackles of other things and so-called enemies and so-called obstacles. That's the understanding that we should have.
I like that.